Hi, and welcome to Perpetual Fitness Training. My name is Holly. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, today I have a great workout for you. We are going to be doing a workout that will utilize slides. I love slides, actually, not only because I find them just an interesting prop to work with, but also because they work so well for that intrinsic core, for those joints, for building that strength, that stability. It's a great tool to use. Now, you don't have to get fancy. I do have the fancy slides. These are particularly for hardwood. You don't have to do that if you don't have that and you happen to have furniture slides. Those work very well. So just make sure you're using the ones that are proper for the floor that you're using, whether it's for tile, hardwood, linoleum, or if you have some that are for carpet. These particular ones would be for a hard surface. Okay. Um, Also, if you don't have any of those, but you have maybe a plastic disposable plate, that would also work well. Or even if you have a towel, you can even place a towel or a piece of cloth underneath your foot, and that will work as well. So if you need to go find something like that, go ahead and hit pause, go round something up from your home. I guarantee everybody has something that will work and make it where during the portions of the exercise, when we utilize those, you'll be able to participate. Now, that being said, of course, you can always do the things without the slides. You may have the slides and use them and decide that that isn't for you, or maybe you really just don't have anything around your home that will work. So I will show you, of course, how to do it without slides. It's pretty much the same move. There's just, you would pick up your foot instead of sliding it in. Anyway, the other things that you'll need are going to be a variety of weights. I have anything from light to medium, water, a towel. Make sure you have some music going that really does help you, gives you something to focus on when it really starts to get tough, the workout, as things really start to burn. It'll kind of help to keep your focus and keep your motivation going. If you have a buddy, that's even better. Talk about a good motivator there. But let's go ahead and grab what you have. Make sure you have something to slide on if you can find something around your home. And then let's go ahead and we're just going to get right into this. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Just going to start with a nice, easy march. So, my workouts are low impact. If you didn't already know, that is a personal choice. My knees, I have over the years just slowly destroyed them. So, low impact for me from now on. Of course, if you're not that way, you are welcome to jog. Let's go ahead and bring those knees a little bit higher, swing those arms a little bit more. This is all about just getting warmed up, getting that blood flowing, getting all that fluid going through those joints to make it safer to exercise. We're going to be doing some moves that we see in the routine. So I really kind of want to preview some of the moves that we have. Let's go ahead and hold those legs steady and just squat and then squeeze through the top, sitting back in the heels. So what that means is you should be able to lift those toes. Those hips go all the way back like you're trying to find a seat. So it's really about a hip thrust back before you drop down. So instead of something like this, right? I can't even I can't really even do that. It bothers my knees. So really it is for the knees. That's why we do that. That's why we push those hips back and keep the knees in line as much as we can with the ankle behind the toes. Give me a couple more right here. All right, from here we're going to step out, big step, squat down, come back to the center, other side. So now we're hitting a little deeper into that joint. You should feel into that hip just a bit more. If you are tight, don't go as deep. Take it slower. You do not have to keep up with me. This is just about your workout and getting you ready to move a little bit faster, go a little bit deeper, and throw in some extra weight. One more on each side. Perfect. We are going to lunge back. So starting here, we're just going to drop that knee. Woo, caught myself. Knee down. So again, on this one, our head and chest are up. We're taking the weight into that back leg, keeping this nice and easy. We're not trying to hit any of our goals here with how far we can get that knee down. It's just about, again, getting everything kind of warmed up, warming through those toes, Dropping the knee, warming through those legs. You should feel that heart rate start to come up just a little bit here. Breathing a little heavier, one more on each side. Perfect. All right, go ahead and face forward if you aren't already rolling up onto those toes. Heels come off the floor, reaching those arms up, slowly down. So now we're starting to bring the arms into it just a little bit here. So this is warming up through the feet and through the calves. I am doing this workout without shoes on. You don't have to do that. You can wear shoes. It's just my preference to be without shoes. I like the extra strength it gives my feet. A couple more. Reach, release, reach, release. We're going to take those legs wide. We are going to go side to side. So this is a lunge. The same rules apply as in that squat. Your glutes go back. You want to keep your knee as much as you can stacked over that heel behind those toes. You're really pushing those hips back. One leg is straight as you sink down into that other side. All right, we are going to hold it on this side, and I just want you to then reach down for that toe. Come back up, switch to that other side, reach down to that toe. Now, as we start to warm up, we're going to start giving just a little bit more of that twist through that core. So if you would like to, you can reach that other arm up, you can reach that other arm back, and just give me just a little bit more of a twist. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Staying back into that hip, into that glute. Stay back. One more. And then we're going to go ahead and slowly bring those feet up. Hands to the hips. Let's just open up the hip just a little bit. Man, my balance is really off today. Let's stay with that same leg. Those hip bones face me. So we're not turning our hips with the move. We're keeping the hips forward. So just work within the rotation that your hip has. Everyone is going to be different. And other side. Hips forward, tummies tight. And arms out to the side, straight leg. We are kicking. It's very important that that leg stays straight. This is a dynamic hamstring stretch. So it's not important that your foot comes all the way up to your hand, right? We're not trying to be a rocket. We need to keep that leg straight. So if you have to do that and it stays low to keep that leg straight, then that's where you're going to keep it. We're not going to try to go higher by bending the knee to get that leg up. 4, 3, 2, coming back to the center. Just give me a nice shoulder roll. Really think about that range of motion. And other direction. Focus on that breath. And now take a nice big inhale. We're going to open up through the heart. Exhale, we're going to tuck and round like you're hugging a beach ball. Inhale up. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. All right, we're going to move into a transverse lunge. So one that we together, I don't think, have done before. So you're going to open and come at a diagonal. Sink back. Again, it's that lunge. So we have one leg straight, one knee bent, coming up. We're going to stick to that same side. We are going to see this again later in that routine. Again, you want to keep that knee stacked as much as you can over that ankle behind the knee. So push that booty back. If you need the help, the hand can go to the thigh. The next thing you can do is to reach forward as you sink back. It will actually help you to sink back a little deeper if you reach forward. A couple more. Last one, and then we're going to move to that other side. So finding room, and when you're ready. So starting maybe with the hand on the thigh, just to kind of get that move down, really kind of understand the mechanics before then. You reach forward. You're pushing off with that right foot to bring yourself back to start. We're not locking into those knees. Couple more. Reach. Come on up. Reach. All right, how about one more? And take it up. All right, shake it out. You should feel warm. The heart rate should be up, and you should be ready for this next part. So we are not going to be using the slides for the first couple, okay? So I want you to make sure you have your mat out or something soft to place your knees on. We are going to come down into tabletop, and I'm actually going to come down onto a medium set of weights. So I'm just going to place my weights right underneath where my hands would be. So this is the part where everyone is different. I have a wrist that likes to kind of act up every once in a while and makes it where I cannot come down, palm down. To make my wrist feel better, I come up onto the weights. If you are not in that boat, because I actually have a lot of clients that hate to be up here, it bothers their hands, then you are welcome to be in tabletop with those hands down. But for me, today, with this little wrist misbehaving, I'm going to go ahead and just show you from a modified position, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's about your workout, and it's making sure that you're modifying things so that you're able to work out in a safe way for your body. Everyone is different. So this is what I have to do today. All right, so let me just preview what we could do before I go ahead and get started. You're going to curl the toes under, and the first one is just going to be a hover. We're going to hold here. We're pulling in our abs. We're keeping our shoulders down, and we're trying to keep the knees as close to the floor as we can without touching. So you're really going to ignite that core. We're going to feel those legs. For the second one, we're going to come down, and then we're going to lat row. Okay. The third one will be a lat row with a kickback. So the first round will be right. The second round will be left. These are 30 seconds each. We're going to go through each one twice. Sometimes we're switching right to left. Sometimes it's twice through on the right and then twice through on the left. So here we go. All right, let me get this started. Make sure you have your little calorie counter on if that's what you're doing. All right, let's go ahead and curl those toes under. Lift those knees off and just hold. We're breathing. We're pushing the floor away, staying strong in the upper body. Pull that belly button in, keeping those knees just hovering off the floor. You're up on those toes. Modified is maybe just to do one at a time at 15 seconds, which is now you're going to switch and just hold, keeping those abs in. 3, 2, take those knees down. All right, we are going to lift that left leg up and just row with that right arm. You're keeping the elbow tight. If it's too much to have that leg up, you can bring that leg back down. If you want to make it a little more difficult, you can actually do this from a hovered position as well. So I'm just going to be right in the middle here with that leg up. I'm squeezing my glute, reaching out through the pad of my foot, keeping those abs tight as I do that lat row. Now we're going to add a little kickback. Press it back, slowly down. So if any of these pieces don't work for you, you are welcome to leave them out. Maybe that weight you chose was just too heavy for that kickback, then you can just continue with that lat row. Make sure you breathe in. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're back into that hover. I just noticed how low my left leg got. All right, we're just breathing, hovering off the floor, back to that first one. So as we go through the second round, it will be the left side. Shoulder blades down, tummy's tight, pushing the floor away, hovering those knees off for another 10 seconds. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go ahead and take that right leg straight, rowing with the left. I want the gaze down at those hands, keeping that neck long. Think about reaching out through the crown of the head as well as through the pad of the foot, squeezing that glute. And I'll try to be better about keeping this right leg up where it's supposed to be. It got pretty low last time. Lost track of it. 5 seconds. 4. Then we're going to add on that kickback. Here we go, kickback. It'll come to me eventually, hopefully. Making sure both hip bones stay squared to the floor so we're not opening through that right hip. Both hip bones squared, tummy is tight. We're trying to keep that back in neutral. Ooh. In control of those weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. All right, we're just going to move the weights just off the mat because we're going to double up or maybe even triple up the mat. I like to fold it in half and fold it in half again. And I'm going to turn toward you. Please grab some water if you need it. Throughout all of my workouts, I want you to take water breaks as you need them. All right, so we need something really soft because we're going to be coming onto our knees. You are going to have your feet flat if you can, curled under if that's more comfortable for you, but we're trying for flat feet. The legs, the bottom half of your leg, so from your foot to your knee is just straight back from your knee. So I don't want you externally rotated, and I don't want those toes together. Just parallel. Those legs are parallel. We're going to be coming back and forth. We're going to be doing some upper body. So the first one is going to be a chest press. The second one is going to be you know what? Let's change that. Let's go up into a shoulder press. I think that will make the second one easier. As we go up into a shoulder press, then we're going to come down into a French press. So choose the weight that you think you can do those two moves with. Get it nearby. All right. Knees hip width apart. Feet come straight behind. Arms up, back, and forth. So as you come back, you're leaning back, that tummy's tight. You're not allowing those hips to drop. Almost like you're kind of pushing up through those hip bones, squeezing those glutes. The weights can just be racked right here, getting ready for that shoulder press. 10 seconds left. Breathe. All right, from here, hold back, shoulder press, come forward. Hold back, shoulder press, come forward. Oh, you feeling those legs already? I am. Whew. This one gets my legs every time. Lean back, press up. Those shoulder blades stay down as you lift those arms up. We have another 10 seconds here, and then we're bringing in that French press. 4, 3, 2. All right, so on the next one through, lean back, shoulder press, French press, bring it down, come forward. Really think about the control here. A lot of this routine is about control. Back, up, French press, release, come all the way up. 10 seconds, just a couple more. And then we're back to that very first one, starting over again. Here's our last one. And come up. All right, so just back and forth. Keeping that tummy tight. Don't let those hips sink. It's what you want to do because it makes it easier. But we're trying to work that muscle in the leg. We're trying to build up those quads. 7 seconds. Then we're adding in that shoulder press again. 3, 2, hold it back. Shoulder press. Slowly come up. Hold it back. Shoulder press. Come on up. So I prefer timed exercises when I'm teaching in a group format over like, let's do 12, because everybody has a different pace that they work at with each move. Each move can be different even. So I just want you to focus on nice, clean reps. I don't want you to worry about how many you're doing. I just want you to feel it and have great form. All right, let's add that French press. And come on up. And back, up, drop those arms, and up. Now that being said, I don't want you to move too fast through the moves. We are trying to use muscle, not momentum. So slower is better. It is harder, but it's more efficient. It works that muscle better. 7 seconds. Last one. And release. Excellent. All right, grab some water and then go ahead and stand. You can take your mat and just kind of place it out of the way. We are going to start with those slides. So if you want to grab your slides. All right. All right, so slides to the floor. Really, we're only using one right now. So slides to the floor. So we're going to be starting with this narrow split squat and coming up. Then we're going to go narrow, come up, and move into wide. Now this leg gets dragged as you come up. So you're pushing the foot into the glide, but you're literally just dragging that leg coming back up. It's really this leg that's doing a ton of work. Make sure that knee stays center. It's not flipping back and forth. You are welcome to come to a wall, or if you have a chair, that's a great way to modify this as well. We will be also adding some bent arm lateral raise. So choose your weight based on that bent arm lateral raise. Okay. All right. So the bent arm is really so you can lift more because we're doing legs. So we want to be a little bit heavier in those legs if we can. So let's go ahead and place the slide underneath that right foot up nice and tall. Narrow, drop it down, come up. Now I want you to notice with this split squat, my head and chest are up as I'm dropping that knee down. This range of motion will be different for everyone. Maybe you can get all the way down to the floor. Maybe you're up a little higher and it's just a little baby dip. Listen to your knee, listen to your body. Good form, good alignment. All right, we are going to add that wide. So we're going to go narrow. We're going to come up. We're going to go wide. Come up. Now I want you to notice I stayed head and chest up, right? There was no hinging forward to reach toward my toe. We are keeping the head and chest up, sliding that leg back and forth. 10 seconds, and then we're bringing in the arms. All right, on the next one, arms are going to be part of the equation. So we're going to hold this long, large lunge, bent arm, lateral raise. Come on up. Narrow. Come forward. Reach all the way back. Hold it. Bent arm, lateral raise. In that lateral raise, I want you in your peripheral vision to be able to see those arms. Last one. Perfect. Now we're going to go back to that narrow. I got to get my leg up. So please listen to your knee. So as I told you, I've kind of done a number on my knee over the years, on both my knees. And today, it's kind of talking a little bit with this split squat. So I'm just going to keep it kind of shallow. Just do what I can today. All right, let's reach it all the way back. Come on up. Split squat. And then a big lunge back. Head and chest up. Drag that leg in. I like to grip the floor with my left toes. If you have shoes on, you'll just be gripping the bottom of your shoe, really to get some purchase to get that leg up. Head and chest up. All right, next round, we're going to be adding that lateral raise. Now, if your weights are on the lighter side, of course, you can do a straight arm lateral raise. I'm just doing bent because I went a little heavier for my legs. As you come up from this lunge, push through that left heel, really drag that leg up. We have one more. And take it up. Woo! Shake it out. So that left hip, right? Among other things, let's go ahead and switch sides. Should be talking to you. Grab some water if you need it. We're just taking a moment, not very long. Slide underneath the left. Of course, if you're not using a slide, you're just stepping back instead. Here we go, narrow, head and chest up. Woo. Finding that balance. That's half the fun, right? So the slides really do make you focus on your balance. That's not a bad thing. I have a lot of clients that avoid it. And I think it's because they just don't feel they're any good at it. So they don't want to do it. Let's go ahead and take it long. But if your balance isn't good and it's due to muscle not being strong enough or coordinated enough, you need to work on it. It's the only way it's going to get better. Push through that heel. 5, 4. All right, so on the next one, we're adding that bent arm lateral raise. Just find the pattern that works for you. Hold. When you have your balance is when you're going to do that raise. Don't rush anything here. Let the brain focus. We have 15 seconds here. Whoa. And bring it up. And if you notice, some days your balance is excellent. And other days, it could use improvement. All right, back to just narrow, knee down. So just go with what you can. Like some days, I do great. And other days, I trip over my words. My exercises with you are very genuine. This is just how it is on the day. I don't edit. I don't retape. I think it's important that everybody see about, this is real exercise. This is really what happens. Some days your knees work long. Some days they don't. Press through that heel. Take your time. Some days my wrist behaves itself. Some days it bothers me. And bring it up. Some days I have lots of energy. Some days, like this morning, I'm barely hanging on. Can you see the big old bags I have under my eyes today? I did not sleep well. All right, we are going to add the bent arm lateral raise. Hold right here. Last time through. Find your breath, focus. So as I tell my clients, exercise is about showing up. 80% of the work is just in showing up. There are days when you're motivated, and there are days when motivation is nowhere to be found. But just showing up and doing something last time is better than nothing. And come on up and release. Great job. All right, weights down. Just grab a little water, catch your breath. Of course, if you need longer breaks than I'm giving, you can always pause it. All right, what do we have next? Whew. So this is our transverse. So remember, we did that transverse lunge in the warm-up. With a slide, I really want you to make sure that just the pad of your foot is on the slide. Your heel is your brake. So your heel should not be on the slide. I do not want your whole foot on the slide ever. Because if it starts getting away from you, I need you to have a way to stop the momentum going out. Okay? So again, not the whole foot, just the pad of the foot, heel off. Okay? All right, so transverse. We're starting here. This leg stays pointing to the front. The right leg is going to come back. Heel down, we're going to sink. We're going to pull back up. So this is a leg drag, using into that inner thigh area, into that hip. As we do this, we are going to twist, and then we are going to twist, hold the twist, 2 presses out, and then we're going to come back up. So I'm going to try to turn so you can see me somewhat. I'm going to start with my right foot. And today, I'm not mirroring, if you haven't noticed. I'm not at my best today. So I just figured I would take an equation out that can help me keep track of where I am today. So I'm using my right. If you're mirroring me, you're using your left. All righty, here we go. So I like to do a little heavier on this one, but it's really what you feel comfortable with. So starting here, we're going to turn, come at a diagonal. Heel stops us. We're going back, pushing off, dragging that foot up. Sink. And I really want you to take your time here. There's no rush. And really think about the move. Now, if this bothers your knee at all, I want you to try to do it without the slide, just stepping back like we did in the warm-up. If that still bothers your knees or your hips, I would like you to lunge, do a forward or back lunge instead. All right, here we go. We're going to hold. We're going to twist, come back to the center, push off, come up. Twist, back to the center. So really think about using the tummy muscles to twist. You're not so much about rotating through the shoulders. All right, last one, and then we're going to add on here. All right, so let's go ahead and add 2 chest press. So you're going to hold the twist, chest press, turn back, and then come up. Twist, chest press, turn, come on up, 15 seconds. So again, if any of this doesn't feel good, then you are dropping whatever does not feel good. All right, last one. Come up. All right, we're actually going to just go back to that lunge. I thought we were changing exercises, but we're not. Just breathe. Smile and laugh. That's all you can do. I'm trying to teach my teenagers to laugh at themselves. It's not an easy thing to learn, but it is vital. All right, so now we're going to add that twist. Ready? Hold, twist, center, drag that leg in. Breathe, hold, twist, 15 seconds. Abs are tight, tight, tight. Last one here. Then we're adding on. Move with purpose. Hold, press, controlled movements. Press. 15 seconds. Twist, press. Shoulder blades are down. Of course, those abs are tight. Booty is back. One more. And come forward. All right, moving right into that other side. Just give it a little shake. Woo. Let's see. I'm going to try to come this way for you. All right, other side. Toes on your disc or your means of sliding. And come across at a diagonal. Heel down, sink, press off. Come on up. Very nice. Push through that front foot as you drag that leg up. Find that balance. Lots of balance. In control. Don't move too fast. Now we're going to hold. We're going to twist. If you move too fast, you really don't have control. And this is all about control. That's how you work those muscles better. If you go to the gym, you'll see some people and they're doing the exercises so fast. That's not control. And they probably have to drop the weight to a lighter weight if you made them slow down. All right, let's add that chest press. Chest press 2 times. In control. Twist. Woo, come on up. Heel down. Twist. 1, 2, and back to the front. press, press, and back to the front. We have 10 seconds. Sink, press, press, and then we're starting over again. Last one. Press, press. All right, here we go. Stepping back. And forward. Stepping back, heel down, sink. Come on up. I do these ones pretty slowly because if I move too fast, then my knee feels it. But if I move with purpose and I make sure I'm using the right muscle group, then my knee does just great. All right, let's take that twist. Hold, heel down, twist, center, back up. Coming at a diagonal, heel down, twist, center, back up. Ooh. 10 seconds, and then we're adding on for the last time. All right, here we go. Last 30 seconds, chest press, turn, come on up. Twist, chest press, turn, and come on up. Modify as you need to, twist. The workouts are meant to be for you, which I know I say a lot, but I really find people kind of go, well, I can't do that, so I'm not gonna try. I show modifications so that everybody can do it. Press, press, and done. Woo! So if there's ever a question you have, maybe the modifiers I give don't relate to you or don't work, feel free to just send me a little note in the comment section about other ways that you can modify, and I'll be happy to come up with something, because most exercises can be modified so that just about everybody can do it. I don't want you to give up just because, that transverse lunge with the slide hurts. Okay, well then you take the slide away. So you're still doing something. You're still participating, you're still exercising, you're still building muscle. We've just changed it so that it works for you. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the slide. We're going to move into a plie slide. So that's not really even, I guess it's really more of a wide standing squat because I want your toes forward. So this one is not an external rotation. Those feet are parallel, the toes are forward, the ball of your foot is on the slide. You're going to come out, and then we're going to slowly bring it in. So this move right here is 3 seconds. We're gonna have weights in our hands. It's gonna be nice and slow. Then we're going to reach out with those palms up, pull it back down. The last one will be a reach out, hold, bicep curl, come in. So this one is definitely a lighter weight because the palms are being turned up. They are not going any higher than the shoulder though. So we're gonna keep it, relatively narrow. Okay, so placing the glide underneath one foot, shoulders down, 3 counts out. 1, 2, 3, heel down, pull in. 1, 2, 3. Drag that leg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want you to give me a little pause. Just let the heel fall on 3. And then slowly bring it up as you lift the heel, or bring it in as you lift the heel, because I want you to kind of ditch that momentum. 1, 2, heel down. 1, 2, 3. Turn those palms up. Here we go. Arms go out to shoulder height as we slowly bring everything else in. If the weight is too much, drop the weight. Keep the arms, but drop the weight. We have a slight bend to that stabilizing knee. It is not locked out. And we are squeezing those thighs together. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Heel down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was tough. I got stuck there. All right, so now we're going to move out for 3. Hold here, curl. Now slowly bring it in. 1, 2, 3, curl. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, curl. All right, so in 10 seconds, we're going to switch feet. So this one's going to be a real quick transition. The arms are going to stay exactly the same. All right, switching legs right here. 1, 2, 3. Arms are down. 1, 2, 3. So we're just getting used to that motion. Heel down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Heel down. 1, 2. Bringing those legs toward each other. 10 seconds. All right, let's take those palms up. We're getting ready for the arm lift, which is going to happen on the next one right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 15 seconds, and then we're adding in that bicep curl, that high bicep curl. 5 seconds. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, curl. 1, 2, 3. Everything back together. 1, 2, 3, curl. 1, 2, 3. I want you to keep those shoulder blades down, the shoulders away from the ears as you lift those arms up. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got time for one more. Squeeze in one more. 1, 2, 3. I think one more is all I had in me. Okay, let's go ahead and just take, you know what? Let's go ahead and move to the floor. So we are going to be using the weights and the slides. I think we're going to be using the weight. No, I lied. We're not using the weights. I'm so sorry. We're just going to be using the slides. So we're going to come down into a bridge position. So you want your slides at the end of your mat. I like to double up my mat just because it's more cushion against my hardwood floor. These slides are going to be, whoops, I started my timer. These slides are going to be on the heels, okay? The toes this time are going to be off. So your toes are your ability to stop the slide from moving instead of the heels this time. We're going to come all the way down and lay onto our back. Whoops. Move my mic pack. There we go. Okay, so from here, make sure you're nice and comfortable. Tummy is tight. We are going to be lifting up into a bridge position. We're going to be flexing the foot, reaching out the right leg, bringing it in, knee down. We're going to do that for the first 30 seconds. The second 30 is going to be the left leg. The last one is going to be right and then left, or if you can do both at the same time. I'm just going to see how my knees feel today. Sometimes it doesn't like to do the double, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Please, again, listen to those knees. There is a muscle in the back of your knee, and if you feel it kind of popping or jumping or there's any kind of pain back there, I want you to stop. It is not something that is going to work for you. So what you can do instead is go ahead and just do the one-legged bridge. Okay, so the leg is just over the side. It can be anywhere as long as it's off the floor. Then you're going to do the other leg. And then you're just going to do 15 seconds of one, 15 seconds of the other. Okay, so that's your modifier if these slides are not going to work for you. So let's see how I do. All right, I need to turn this up just a little bit so I can hear it just a bit better. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? All right, hands next to the hips, tummy's tight. We're going to lift up. We're going to flex the right foot. We're going to reach it out. We're going to push the heel into the floor and drop everything back down. We are going to stay with that right foot. And you, again, are moving with purpose. We're pushing the heel into the ground. We're pushing the heel into the ground, back and forth. I really want you to focus on that push before you drop those hips down. That tummy's nice and tight. We're lifting up through those hips. All right, now we're going to switch to that left. Take it down, up, left heel presses in, slowly come up. We're listening to our knees. Make sure we're keeping those abs nice and tight. They are helping to support and lift and help stabilize those hips as they're up in the air. So this is working through the core, abs and low back, as well as you feel hamstrings, glutes. One more here. All right, now we're going to lift those hips up. We're going to take the right out. We're going to take the left out. We're going to slowly come down, or lifting up, taking both out, bringing both in and down. Yeah, knees aren't working with that one today. So I'm going to go ahead and stick to the right and then the left. Squeeze those glutes slowly down. If you want to make it more challenging, you're not going to take your glutes down in between. You're just going to leave them up. All right, last time with the double. All right, now we're just back to right. Right, pull it in, slowly down. This really, really gets into those hamstrings. I love this one for the hamstrings. When my knees let me do it. And down. Squeeze up, reach, bring it in, and down. And let's switch to the left. I was actually at a point for years where I couldn't do any of these kind of movements because of that muscle in the back of my knee. It would hurt, it would pop, it would just feel bad, so I wouldn't do it. And then I went and found Neurokinetic Therapy. And the lady that works on me, her name is Nikki, does an amazing job. And she's actually made it now where those muscles are functioning like they're supposed to. So I'm able to come back and do this. This is a recent thing for me. So it's just about building up that muscle and endurance again in the back of those knees. All right, let's go right and left, or both at the same time. Hips stay up the whole time. Woo! Feel that burn. Goodness, tummy is tight. Up, reach, and down. Squeeze up, reach, and down. Couple more. All right, we're going to go ahead and do one more. Let's just squeeze in one more. Reach, and down. Oh, go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Release that low back. Oh, release that hamstring any way that feels good. Oh, those are tough. I love those. That's great. All right. Let's go ahead. And we're going to move into a modified plank position. So we're moving on to a little bit more intensity through the abs. This section can be very difficult. So if you need to take breaks, I want you to not feel bad about it and just take a break. If you need some water, please go ahead and grab that right now while I demonstrate what we're going to do. So I'm really going to get some padding up because we're going to come down into that modified plank. And what we're doing is what they call, it's kind of the body saw or a body drag. We're going to reach our knees away, and then we're going to pull our knees in. I left my slide behind. Make sure your knee is in the middle of the slide. Now, if you have the strength, you can go ahead and place the slides underneath your feet and come up into full plank and slide the body back and forth into that full plank. Let me just demonstrate. As such, coming back and forth. Okay. I'm going to show for modified. That's a much stronger position for me. To last 30 seconds, I have to come down to modified. I can't do the full one for 30 seconds yet. I'll build my strength back. I'll get there. It'll happen. It's just not today. All right, after that, we will be doing an up and down plank. So where you go from the forearms up to the hands and back down, switching the hand that's leading every time. See how my wrist does on that one. And then we're going to just hold that plank and we're going to reach an arm and a leg. All right, and that's it. 30 seconds each, twice through, cross our fingers. Take breaks anytime you need to. I'd rather a break than you work in bad form. Good form is absolutely necessary and required. If you start having bad form, that's where you can injure yourself. So it's better to just take a break and come back when you're stronger. Even if that means you can't work for the whole 30 seconds, that's okay. You'll build up to it. The more you do this routine, the stronger those muscles will get, and eventually you'll build up to being able to do the whole entire 30 seconds per move. All right, let's go ahead and start into modified. This is our last one, so keep that in mind as we're going through this one. All right, come on down to your forearms. Knees on the slide with your feet toward the ceiling really will be easier. You're going to press away, tummy's tight,
pull, drag in, press away. You're going past 90 degrees with the elbow and shoulder joint on both the back and the forward. Tummy is tight. All right, we are going to go back once, come up. Now this time we're stacking elbow under shoulder. We're going hand, hand, down, down, drag, come up. Now opposite hand comes up, back down. Body saw, hand, hand. Oh, yeah, wrist didn't like that one. 10 seconds. Come on up. All right, so now we're going to add. So we're going to go up, up, down, down right here. Drop the foot. Just come up into a little balance position. Start over. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. Oh, and switch sides on that balance position. Oh, I'm struggling with this one. All right, so now we're just back to that body saw. So you're just back to that first one. You can see I'm very distracted here. You're just going to keep sliding back and forth, just like we did at that first one. If you need a break, I want you to take it. Use that breath. All right, here we go. Body slide. I was trying to keep track of which hand I was on. And I was just losing my focus. I'll try to do better this round. If you need to place your feet down as you do this up and down plank, please do. All right, so now we're doing that bird dog balance. All right, bird dog, feet are down for balance. Hold for just a couple seconds. Come back, get ready. Okay, now the other side of that bird dog balance. All right, last bird dog balance and release. Woo! All right, go ahead and sit back in child's pose once you have those slides safely underneath your knees. And gently come on up. Woo, very nice. All right, grab some water, maybe a sweat towel. I am dripping. That was an excellent workout. Lots and lots of control required. As you can see in some, I had that control down, and others, I need to work on that control. I know that that's the side I need to work on, or that's the particular move I need to work on. So this is a journey that we're both taking together. It's about staying on that journey. It's never about perfecting that journey. I'm not sure you can perfect that journey ever. So just doing the best you can, showing up every day to work out, that's such a huge commitment, and that is such a huge thing to celebrate. So if you were able to complete this workout today, I give you a clap, pat you on the back. Great job. Continue up that effort. You will see results if you keep pushing through and you stick with it. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can just place them into the comment section below. Also, like and subscribe if you so wish. And if you need anything else, I'm always here to try to help. So thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Please make sure you stretch.